One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cole. Pulled down at the 18, and the to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Quarterback will keep it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
The Tigers are on the move. They want to run this quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Bennett. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Fights off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Using his feet. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic. Guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Extra point here will tie the game.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Cole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls it in. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Gonna look downfield again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Green. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell when he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs from the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Well, the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Moore.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs her football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as well.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Scrambling away. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. Sweet cut there. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It's on target and complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Back to pass. It's Manning. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going up top here late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. From the gun. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to pound it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Bring in the heat. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.